Yo,
Yep.
yo,
You can hear me?
yep.
All right. Good. All right. We're back. Welcome back, everybody, to another night of Island Bars Football Talk. It's Saturday night, which means it's game picks night and our final word on our teams heading into Sunday. We got Shane in the building representing the first place San Francisco 49ers.
Bang, bang,
And
bang.
you got your boy Sweetie in the building representing Steve Wilkes and the Carolina Panthers. And I got some food. So today's show, we'll talk a little bit about what we saw Thursday night, just a little bit. And we'll talk about anything about the 49ers and Panthers news wise, and then we're gonna make our game picks. Jizzle won't be with us tonight, but he'll be back on tomorrow before his game kicks off on Sunday night. So Shane, how are you feeling heading into tomorrow?
I feeling pretty confident, even though we banged up a bit. We just ended up putting we put Kinlaw on IR. Mosley towards ACL last game, but we got Jason Verrett coming back, so we should still be good in the secondary position. Um, I don't see the Hawk with the Falcons beating us. I think our defense gonna stay full Mariota. Cousins make some key mistakes and we can capitalize on that. And then if Jimmy still just continue playing on the way he playing, and that's how we gonna need from our offenses for the defense to just solidify that win.
Yeah, I think you guys should. I don't like to say any game is easy in the NFL, but you guys should walk over the Falcons. But we've seen crazier things, guys. I didn't expect the Falcons to beat the Browns. They did, but it wasn't through the offense, because I don't see Mariota doing nothing. I know he gets Kyle Pitts back against you guys, but I think you guys are too sad. Even though you banged up, is Bosa playing?
We don't know if he questionable.
Okay, so but I think you guys should still have the edge on the Falcons, but that's why we play the game because we've seen crazier things happen. So there may be a lot to question about Shane's 49ers, but these are the games that he has to win.
Yep.
And the difference between good teams and bad teams, good team wins the games that you need to win, and bad teams would lose the games that they need to win. So I think Shane is very confident in that game. We'll find out on when we do our game picks, which we all go. But outside of the injury news and everything, I think you guys are fine. I think Jim is getting into it now. He's a lot more comfortable. So I don't see anything. I think you guys will continue to be first place in the NFC West. I don't think you guys will have that issue of the Falcons. I just don't know what to say about that game.
I don't see us having that problem, especially with the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? So I think how the way how we playing, number one defense out there. Offense playing pretty well too. Our running game coming up to speed again. So they did go ahead and bump up Tevin Coleman.
Mm-hmm.
So you got him and Jeff Wilson. That's kind of Tevin Coleman got that speed. Jeff Wilson got that power. Kind of bring back how we were walking away with Elijah Mitchell
Right.
and Jeff Wilson. So that can keep Shanahan happy with the run game. We need to start opening up Kittle some more, but he helping out blocking for now. But we should be, but we need to open them back up, adding a weapon to our defense. And the The Falcons' number one corner is AJ Terrell, who been having a stinker of a year so far. So we're looking to exploit he. And I think the only worry I got worried about is Big Baby Grady coming down the middle of the field. But I think we're gonna be all right with that.
I think for the second straight week, you guys will make a team do a major change. So last week you made us change head coaches. I think this week you guys gonna make the Falcons turn to Desmond Ritter. I think so. I
But
think that you
they've been winning, so I don't know.
when you classify as winning.
What the record is? 2-3?
Yep, they ain't winning.
Or I thought I had the same record as last time.
No, they're 2-3. That game against Cleveland wasn't on Mariota. The defense held it together. And if you watch that Buccaneers game, it got close in the end, but remember we were watching it until it was 21-0.
Right.
So it's not the same Mario. I think they're soon gonna make that switch. Depending on how this game goes, it may be Desmond with a turn.
But we'll see. Hopefully. We get out there with a W. They could do whatever they want after that.
All I can say, Shane is real confident in that game. I don't expect any major mishaps that happen in there. We switch it over to the Panthers in LA tomorrow against the Rams. I know the Rams are struggling bad on offense, very bad, especially that line. No Cam Akers. We took a hard hit because we don't have JC Hahn. He hasn't traveled with the team. He has a rib injury. He could have played, but I think the team is being cautious with him. So Dante Jackson, Miles Hartfield, and CJ Henderson gets tasked with dealing with Cooper Cup. I think Frankie Louvo will be back. Xavier Woods will be back. That'll be a big help. Offensively, I'm anxious to see what McAdoo does now that Matt Rule is gone. Was Matt Rule kind of holding back McAdoo from unleashing the offense? Well, we'll see. Because, I mean, you got Jalen Ramsey, you got Aaron Donald, but I checked a stat today. It said the Panthers' offensive line ranked 10th in pass block win rate. That's a big upgrade from 32nd last year. We were 32nd, now we 10th after 5 games. So the line is improving. I rewatched the game against the 49ers. It wasn't on the line with all those mistakes. It was just poor quarterback play. So Baker may be the backup because they said his ankle is getting better, but he won't start. PJ Walker will start. So I'm expecting to see what happens when it comes to how we do. I do think we're gonna get some pressure on Stafford. It's how well we contain Cooper Cup because I'm not afraid of anybody else on that team outside of Cooper Cup. But Cooper Cup can catch 30 passes.
He can.
Well, it's a sad cry in the NFL if he gets 30 passes, catches.
And that's how much times Stafford will go to him.
Then it even sadder if we allow them to catch 30 passes and he make no adjustment. So I do believe we'll do some good game plan, and then we got that guy. We're pointing here. Steve Wilkes at the helm. So I expect a lot of. I'm anxious. I'm excited because Matt Rule isn't there, and then I used to just get vexed with Matt Rule. But Steve Wilkes, I got faith in Steve Wilkes. Let's see how this team actually plays tomorrow. So kind of caught in between, but I'm more anxious than anything else. Let's see what we really made of, and let's just keep pounding. I know there's a lot of news out with the Panthers right now in terms of who's getting traded and who won't. I can't imagine the Panthers trading that defensive core because then who's gonna want to take the job? I can see them trading McCaffrey and Robbie Anderson. That's fine because you can draft. If you trade McCaffrey, you're probably getting a second at at worst, a second and probably a fourth and a fifth or something like that. You can draft a running back. Robert Anderson will give you probably a fourth and a sixth. So you can draft a running back. They said that we won't trade DJ Moore, which is I'm fine with that because you need if you draft a quarterback, you need him to throw to somebody. And you just gave DJ Moore a 3-year, $61 million extension. So keep him. They said that they won't trade Brian Bonds or Derek Brown or Jeremy Chain or JC Hahn. Those guys are good player. If a head coach, if I'm going to interview, I'm looking at those guys. I have a solid defense already. I just got to fix the offense. So, I mean, it's a lot of news coming out of Carolina. I won't be surprised if McCaffrey gets treated, but I know his contract is a little iffy with how it is. And I know they said they are open to moving Robert Anderson, which I expect that to happen. I expect that to be treated. So, right now, from the Panthers' perspective, let's just head to SoFi Stadium. Let's get a job done. Let's keep the Super Bowl, the reigning Super Bowl defending champions. Let's keep them down. Let's help the 49ers in the division. So hopefully we see what can happen, and I'm expecting some good things from the Panthers tomorrow. So with that being said, we're gonna hit our game picks one time. Shane, pop up your board.
The picks.
Well, I don't know how we're supposed to get KG picks.
I don't know. All right. It's up. I didn't even mark the winner.
Who I pick Washington.
No, kids, you pick Washington.
You sure I pick Washington?
I had it right there.
You just changed my thing, you know.
I know. You ready?
With the background music.
I ain't got none.
We
All
need
right.
to start this out.
First
Okay,
game.
I got KG picks too.
Okay.
He just sent them to me.
San Fran and Atlanta.
I don't see Atlanta pulling it off. I'm going with San Fran, and KG is going with San Fran.
San Fran across the board. Okay. And make sure I got these games right. Minnesota at Miami.
KG has Minnesota. I think they're starting that Miami starting that quarterback that we don't know about again. Unfortunately, I gotta go with Minnesota. I don't think that quarterback could do it.
Because to a clear concussion protocol, but they ain't starting him.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't going Minnesota too as well. Can't risk it. New England at Cleveland.
KG has New England. I'm going with Cleveland.
I can go with Cleveland here as well. I think the running game is too dominant.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay at Pittsburgh.
KG has Tampa. I'm going with Tampa. I don't see Pickett doing it as yet.
The Bengals at the Saints.
Bengals at the Saints. KG has Cincinnati.
Again,
It's a tricky one. But I'll go with Cincy.
Baltimore at New York.
Jizzle has Baltimore. I'll go with Baltimore. That's a tough one too. These G-men playing good, you know.
Yeah, but They ain't gonna beat no damn Lamar.
Hmm.
The Jets at the Packers.
KG has Green Bay. I'll go with Green Bay too.
Jaguars at the Colts.
KG has Jacksonville. I'm going with Indianapolis.
You know, you hear about the Cardinals at the Seahawks.
KG has Arizona. I'm going with the Seahawks.
Again with the Seahawks as well. The Panthers at the Rams.
But you know, baby, Steve Wilkes 1-0, baby. It's 1-0 for Steve Wilkes, but KG got the Rams, so he sucked.
Again with the Rams too.
That's good. I mean, we definitely winning.
Buffalo at the Chiefs.
KG has. He got why? Buffalo.
Again with Buffalo.
Uh, uh, I'm going with Kansas City.
Cowboys at the Eagles.
KG has Philadelphia. I'm gonna go with Philly.
Again with Philly as well. I can't see no Cooper Rush doing it. I can't. Denver at the Chargers.
I'm going with the Chargers.
Yep. Who kids you got?
KG got the Chargers.
Um, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
So there you have it. Our game picks are in. I think KG went with it last week. I think.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think KG went with it, and you come second, or something like that. You sure?
I think I win this last weekend.
I can't remember. You
I
win
ain't
it?
I try and get the damn columns on her. Yeah, cause you and KG had 9. I think I had 10.
Okay.
I had 11 actually.
So you came up with it.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, let's see if Shane goes 2 for 2 in the last 2 weeks. But there's our game picks. Tomorrow's show will be 8 o'clock as usual, and we'll talk about my game and Shane's game, and um KG's game will be on.
What time you playing in the afternoon, right? You
I
playing in the
playing
afternoon.
4 o'clock. Yeah.
And I think I know I playing 1 o'clock. In case you playing Sunday night.
So we'll get to talk about your game and my game
Yep.
tomorrow, 8 o'clock, same time. But our picks are in. I think we covered a lot of stuff on Tuesday. It's not gonna be much um that we could see. You know what I mean, outside the injury news and so we're just waiting on everything. But at this point in the season, you are what you are, unless you do some trades. But I know after watching Thursday night's game, it's clear that it's not only the Panthers that need desperate quarterback help. Washington is in a quarterback situation as well. I think Wentz fractured his finger.
He ring finger, yeah.
So is it the Heineken is back up? Could be. But watching that game Thursday, it's not fair on Justin Hurts what he has to jail. What Justin feels that what he has to go through. He's actually a better quarterback than what you see on the field. But if your line ain't good and you only got Daniel Mooney to throw the ball to, then what you could really do? I'm not a fan that I don't. I hope people ain't writing him off because it's actually a good player to me. But one thing I heard an analyst say is all those quarterbacks that can use them legs, they have design plays for them. They don't have no design play. Imagine the guy, Luke Getz, the offensive coordinator. He was Aaron Rodgers' quarterback coach. He put in a system for Justin Fields as if Justin Fields is Aaron Rodgers or the same type of player like Aaron Rodgers.
Hmm.
No, you're supposed to tailor your offense to maximize Justin Fields' talents. But they're doing the opposite. They want Justin Fields to get accustomed to his thing. That's why you get fired fast because stuff like that. It's the same thing with Nathaniel Hackett out there in Denver. Their systems aren't working with the quarterbacks that they have. So I'm not a fan of Parsons bashing Justin Fields, but he has nothing to work with, and hopefully they can fix that and see that that's needs to be fixed. But that game was a harsh reminder that if you don't have a good quarterback, your team in for a rough season. And unfortunately, one of the teams has a good quarterback, but they haven't helped him out as yet. So yeah, well, any thoughts on that game from your corner?
That was a horrible game. I ain't even late to you. It was horrible, sloppy.
It got to be horrible.
I don't understand. Washington, first of all, I don't understand. Washington got his weapons, got a running game. There's no understand what's going on. I don't know if it's play calling, if it's the players. I don't understand. I agree with you in Chicago. I think Justin Fields is just in there.
They're not using him well.
No, and I don't think so. And I don't know if it's the team rebuilding, the young all around. I don't know if they're gonna gel before them getting killed. How much he on the ground?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you're gonna get a quarterback killed.
And they're not even trying to do like they move him around, like move the pocket and them kind of stuff.
Right.
They're just leaving Dewan Payne, Jonathan Allen, and Montez Sweat TR. So both Chase Young was there.
Mhm.
You gotta help your quarterback.
He ain't gonna last. It's only week 6, you know. He ain't gonna last long if he getting hits like that in the next couple of weeks. He ain't
Well,
gonna last long. And then what I'm gonna fall back on after he? Who's the backup?
I don't Trevor Simeon.
Okay. So I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I don't think the two teams I think were just bad and
Yeah, I don't think Ron Rivera makes it past this year on that team. It's not that he's a bad coach, it's just the team isn't performing.
yeah, and then you could done see he downfall already. The media comments and
Yeah, the defense is fine, but now we've seen in today's football, offense runs it. It's not defense that run it.
right.
You gotta be good offensively, or you gotta be efficient or effective offensively. You gotta have some kind of knowledge of the offense to actually make it. We see a lot of if you look at it though, you see a lot of right now in the NFL. You see a lot of defensive head coaches struggling. Ron Rivera is one. Mike Tomlin is one too. We could say what we want about it. It's just
But
remember,
he got excuse too.
yeah, but they put themselves there. You don't wait till Ben Roethlisberger just retire and then do that. You know he was gonna. So that's like we giving here a free pass when some other like the 49ers or the Chiefs. Remember the Chiefs draft Mahomes and had
Yeah.
Alex Smith. They know they were gonna hand the reins over to Mahomes eventually, right? So they were ready for it. Same thing with you guys. I mean, Trey Lance got injured this year, but he was there for a year and they were getting ready for it. The Steelers wait until Ben pack it up. Then you bring in Trubisky as if Trubisky is a savior. And walk out. And then you got Pickett, which you know you're gonna think. You think a coach that like you think a coach like Tomlin, you think he wanna go through a rebuilding phase at a quarterback?
Nah,
No.
I think so, and I think that's the same struggle.
Exactly.
That's the same struggle as Pete Carroll going through right now too. I don't think Pete
Right.
Carroll.
They don't want to go through that. It's just that Geno Smith has been a revelation from, but being realistic, like you see guys like Frank Wright, and so you see what they do? They went and pick up a veteran quarterback to try to win now.
Yeah,
But defensive minded head coaches don't have that luxury of grooming good quarterbacks. It's not gonna work out so easy. Look, the perfect example again is somebody like Brian Dable. He inherited Daniel Jones, who everybody write off. Daniel Jones ain't doing much, but he's doing what he got to do. And look, the Giants are 4-1, but because he's an offensive mind, he's tailoring the offense to get the job done. I guarantee if that was a defensive head coach there, why Joe Judge couldn't do it with that same exact team.
right.
So right now, if you look at it, the offensive coaches are getting the benefit right now. And I got somebody saying that I looking at that. I would if we were to sign him as our head coach, I wouldn't be thinking that's the Lions offensive coordinator because the way he has you take out the game, take out last week's game against the Patriots because he had nobody to do nothing for. Chark, Swift, everybody were gone.
Mm-hmm.
But if you take out that game, the Lions have the number one overall offense. And it's not like they just think we know Goff limited, but they got play. He tailoring the offense to maximize Goff's strengths. Plus, you got DJ Chark, Hawkinson, you got the Swift and those guys. Imagine when they get back Jameson Williams.
Right.
So he is somebody I'm looking at. I just hope I like Steve Wilkes, but we can't go defense as a head coach. Right now, with the way the NFL situated, you can't do it. You're gonna far behind. Remember, Sean Payton had that same team running smooth, right?
Yeah.
Who's the head coach now? Dennis Allen, a defensive-minded coach. It don't work. It don't work. Look at this. Look at the pitch. Look at the Buccaneers. The team, different than when Bruce Arians had it. But you could look at the Buccaneers and see that they ain't the same team like last year and the year before.
Right.
Todd Bowles has the reins. He can't do nothing much on the offense. It just how it is. It's just the way the team is now. If you don't have an offensive minded head coach running it, you're gonna fall behind. And unless you got like the number one defense like the 49ers, that if Garoppolo got a bad game, the 49ers could help. If you don't have that number one defense, you ain't winning much games. You ain't gonna win. The only offensive head coach that I see stinking up the joint is Nathaniel Hackett. He was a coordinator for the Green Bay Packers. What he can't get to do in Denver, I don't know.
I don't understand.
I don't know. So I don't understand that one there part.
With
Outside,
that team like that, that would have been any coach dream to fall into that. And then you went and get Russell. You're like, wow. And look at them.
but look at another example here. We always bashing Brandon Staley and the Chargers. I guarantee if they had an offensive-minded head coach, the Chargers would be unstoppable. And I just saw a report that I see Sean Payton licking his chops at that job. Cause he want to work with the Chargers. He want to work with Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
You imagine Sean Payton out there with Justin Herbert? How are they? So it just goes to show you like the tide of the NFL is changing from dominant defenses to being able to do a lot more on offense. It is what it is, how it is. I'm not saying you can't play defense. You still got to play good defense. But it's an offensive league right now.
Yep.
You can't even touch the quarterback properly without come calling roughing the passer. So, but we know how it is. We've seen how the NFL is. And, I mean, you guys got a great offensive coach, Shanahan. Hopefully, at the end of the season, we can find someone that can rejuvenate our offense because we do have the pieces on defense to hold us into games. We've been into games all the time. It's just we can't do nothing on offense. So hopefully you get someone to fix that offense and have a quarterback that can do it. So We'll see, but I do expect Carolina to win tomorrow. Don't come and tell me that the Rams are so banged up slash not good right now that this is our chance to jump out. You kick them when them done. If we don't kick them when we done, that means we can just get kicked straight.
You got a lot of faith in PJ Walker.
But he's 2-0 as a starter. That's elite.
Hmm.
So I think we'll see what happens. I do. It's not only PJ Walker. I do believe Ben McAdoo was kind of restrained with Matt Rule. I think he'll kind of be more free when it comes to it. So hopefully he plays this game a lot more effective and he gets to do some stuff that he wanted to what he wants to do when he couldn't do it with Matt Rule. So we'll see. But like I said, tomorrow we'll be back on at um 8 p.m. sharp Eastern. We'll talk about Shane's game, we'll talk about my game, and then get ready for KG's Sunday night game, and then we'll look at all the rest games that happened tomorrow. There's no England game.
No England, no, yeah, no international
All
game. So
right.
everything
So
starting at 1 o'clock. Yep.
everything back on at 1, and then Shane's game is at 1, and then my game is at 4, and then KG's game is at 8. So we're all set and we'll be ready for tomorrow. And hopefully we got a 4-2 San Fran, a 2-4 Carolina, and a 6-0
6-0.
Philadelphia.
And
6-0 Philadelphia. So
we'll know by Sunday night. After Sunday night, we'll know.
we'll know after Sunday night who enforced, who undefeated, and
Yep.
who strengthened themselves to get the number 1 pick in the draft. So we'll see.
All right. So tomorrow we'll be back with hopefully some good news. And we see how we do tomorrow.
Yep.
Otherwise than that, peace out.